We're here to mark 142 years of being on mission. And it's fitting that we're here in Canada, for this is where we first became an international brotherhood, just 15 years after our founding. And since then, we've spread around the world. Everywhere we go, we serve the family and strengthen the faith.
In August 2024, the Knights of Columbus held its 142nd Supreme Convention in Quebec City. Delegates and their families gathered together for an awards ceremony and welcome concert featuring Canadian musical sensation, Leahy.
Special because we grew up seeing the Knights helping people, and to know that we were going to be with them here tonight, it was extremely special for us.
The Ampey family from Marquette, Michigan, was named International Family of the Year. They have 13 children, including 4 with special needs, 3 of whom were adopted from Ukraine. The Blessed Michael McGivney Medal was awarded to Father Chad Wilhelm, State Chaplain for North Dakota for 28 years, the longest-serving state chaplain in the order.
I'm honored to receive this award in his honor because Father McGivney is the patron saint of keeping the family together. The family unit, if the family unit is together, the church is stronger.
Cardinal Gerald Lacroix, Archbishop of Quebec and Primate of Canada, celebrated the convention's opening mass with dozens of bishops, including 10 cardinals from nations where the order is active.
Brother Knights, dear families and friends, may we continue to listen to Jesus and follow Him. In Him is our salvation. In Him, we too will discover how to bring the good news of the gospel to our brothers and sisters. In Him, with Him, and through Him, we will be on mission.
In the annual report of the Supreme Knight, Patrick Kelly delivered an inspiring message for Knights worldwide, marking 142 years of being on mission.
We're making historic progress. Altogether, we now have 2.1 million members. Last year alone, more than 92,000 men joined our ranks. Thank you for achieving one of our best years of growth in a century. We now protect Catholic families with more than $123 billion of life insurance. Last year, Knights spent more than 47 million hours serving and sacrificing for the sake of others. And we set a new record for charitable giving. All told, Knights donated more than $190 million to those in need. I'm grateful to every Knight who's made Coats for Kids such a huge success. We reached the 1 million coat milestone after 14 years, thanks to your hard work. But we are not done. Today, I have a challenge. I'm calling on all of us to double that number in half the time. The Knights of Columbus will give 2 million coats to children in need by the year 2030. We continue our partnership with Special Olympics. We helped organize nearly 4,000 competitions last year, and we donated more than $4 million to make Special Olympics a success. Our witness to charity can build a culture of life through our ASAP program, Aid and Support After Pregnancy. In just 2 years, we have donated more than $11 million to pregnancy centers and maternity homes. That is more than double our initial goal. We devoted more than $1 million to disaster relief last year, and we responded to each crisis with immediate action. The challenges we face vary by country, but they're especially dire for our brother Knights in Ukraine. Our KFC charity convoys have now delivered more than 8.5 million pounds of relief supplies to shattered communities. KFC Mercy Centers and programs have given material and spiritual aid to more than 1.6 million refugees, mostly women and children. And through the Ukraine Solidarity Fund, we've already provided more than $17 million in humanitarian relief. We continue to serve those who are persecuted for our faith. Today I'm announcing that the Order will sponsor a collaboration between the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria and the Franciscan University of Steubenville. We'll fund the ongoing formation of priests and lay leaders and support the creation of a national catechetical institute in Nigeria. Our efforts will reach thousands of parishes and strengthen the faith of millions of Catholics in the heart of Africa.
We believe that will be able to help us to meet the pastoral needs of a significant percentage of the laity across Nigeria. This is the opening of a window, which I hope will turn into a door for greater collaboration between Nigeria and the Knights of Columbus.
During his report, the Supreme Knight also honored Anne Decant, wife of past Supreme Knight Virgil Decant, who recently passed away.
We are joined today by Anne and Virgil's daughter, Karen Thompson. Karen, we are forever grateful for the work and the witness of your mother and father.
More than 2,500 delegates, their families and guests celebrated together at the highly anticipated States Dinner. The event featured a special address from Cardinal Mauro Gambetti, Archpriest of St. Peter's Basilica, who came to thank the order for funding the restoration of the baldacchino that stands over the altar of St. Peter. Before Cardinal Sean O'Malley delivered the keynote address, the Supreme Knight expressed gratitude for his many years of dedicated service to the Church as he enters retirement.
During this Supreme Convention, we can discover anew that all that we are and all that we have is a gift from a loving God who loved the world so much that he sent his only begotten Son to save us through his Church.
A votive Mass of St. Anne and St. Joachim was celebrated by Cardinal Orlando Quevedo from the Philippines. The homilist was the Archbishop Emeritus of Toronto, Cardinal Thomas Collins.
Anne and Joachim, those heavenly grandparents, call us to share in the holy wisdom that comes from many years of experience. Wisdom comes not from years alone, but from humble reflection in the light of faith, St. Anne and St. Joachim, wise heavenly grandparents, help us to have the wisdom to see God's will and the courage to do it.
This year's Supreme Convention also featured a vibrant ladies program, as more than 500 wives, mothers, and children of brother knights came together to grow in their faith.
As mother, we enter into the intimate reality of becoming co-creators with God and with man, husband, and reveal the inherent creativity and fruitfulness of God's creative love. Your husbands, who are the knights in their fraternity, you form this sisterhood that's so beautiful.
We are the ones that are called to do this, and we need to make that a priority. Everything you do with the Knights of Columbus is amazing and awesome.
We call this a convention, but in many ways it's almost like a pilgrimage of faith, a time of spiritual renewal. The Knights are a unique organization that are really well positioned to help us fulfill our baptismal call to holiness and our baptismal call to be missionary disciples.
Like the men who gathered in the basement of St. Mary's, we have the hope that comes from faith. It compels us to continue building up our parishes and our families. And like those first knights, we trust in the living God who holds the future in his hands. He will guide us as he did our forefathers. And like them, he calls us to go on mission. We gladly answer this call, and we promise to be like Blessed Michael McGivney and Saint Francois de Laval, as together we build a future of hope and faith in Jesus Christ. Vivat Jesus!